Yaya Toure on the ball now, 20 minutes in, finds Taylor. If we can get a really convincing win here, it will settle my nerves. Kevin Nolan tried to strike a top corner, doesn't quite get there. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan. And welcome to episode 30 of Project Pompey. We will be showing the last two games of the season against West Brom and against Birmingham. And as you can see from the table, it's very, very tight. We've done our best to try and throw this away. We were at 1 point, 12 points clear of 5th place. Now we're only, at the moment, 8 points clear of Spurs, but they do have a game in hand. So it's not all said and done. But if my maths work out correctly, we just need 1 point from the next 2 games. And they're against 14th place Birmingham, and West Brom are in 16th place. So it's all in our hands to get into the Champions League for next season. But we were here this time last year and we chucked it all away right at the end. Luckily enough, no Aston Villa to play today. Looking at the schedule since you last left us, it's been a tale of two halves, really. The first half against all the big teams, we struggled. We really did struggle. We lost 2-1 against Chelsea. Adriano grabbing an 87th minute winner. I wasn't happy about that. We drew 1-1 against Arsenal. They scored the first goal, but we did get an equaliser. Bozhinov grabbing the equaliser there. The Newcastle game really didn't make me happy. I was really annoyed about this game. We took the lead, and then we got an 86th minute winner, and I was like, yes, get in there. We got all 3 points. Newcastle at the time were our closest challengers. And then Recoba scored 2 goals in the 90th minute. We went from all 3 points to 1 point to no points whatsoever because of 2 90th minute goals. Was not happy about that. And then we drew 1-0 against Man City after we scored in the first minute. Bozhinov with a header off a corner. And then Anelka scored in the 82nd minute. Common theme, late goals. So I was really thinking at this point, everybody had caught up and we were all really close to each other. But we did beat Leeds 2-1 thanks to 1 goal from Messi and a goal from Van Persie. We beat our local rival Southampton. It did take 2 goals in the first half, one of them being an own goal. But we did manage to get there. They did get a late goal as well, which is a bit of an early scare. But we managed to make it through there. We did get a 1-1 draw against Leicester. Messi got the goal for us, but they did grab an equaliser pretty quick after. And it took an 82nd minute own goal from their goalkeeper from Middlesbrough to get a 1-0 win there. So it's not all been easy. They've all been won by 1 goal. So we've got 2 games to go. We just need 1 point. A win against West Brom. And if my maths are right, we have qualified for the Champions League. Our injury crisis is over. We've got all our players back. The only one we're missing is Del Horno, who did break his ankle. He's out for the season, but he was our backup left back anyway. So we've got all our big players in the team, and this is going to be the lineup for the West Brom game. We've got Petr Cech in goal, Taylor, Wan, Style and Lam at the back, Yaya Toure, Modric and Nolan in the middle, Van Persie, Yakubu and Messi. Our front 3 are back. It is Yakubu's first start today. He's just about recovered from his injury. 2 big games, my friends. We were in this position this time last year and we chucked it away at the end. But fingers crossed we will not chuck it away again. I'm going to give an assertive. The media have given you a lot of credit. Go out there and prove to them why. If my maths work out right, we only need a point. But a win will 100% guarantee Champions League football for Portsmouth next season. It's episode 30, a landmark episode. Can we finally make the Champions League? 8 minutes in, it's a highlight. Nolan's got the ball, finds Messi outside the area, plays it back to Modric, switching the flanks to Yaya Toure, loses the ball, but he does get it back. Can he find Taylor? He does. Taylor got some room. Messi on the overlap. It's Yakubu! Yakubu grabs the goal! We are 1-0 up. We've started this game well, and if we win this game, so long as my maths are right, and I'm pretty sure they're right, but again, in Football Manager, you absolutely never know, but we do get the opening goal. Messi tries to head it, but Yakubu's first to pounce. It's his first game back from injury, and he's got himself a goal. 1-0 Portsmouth. Yaya Toure on the ball now, 20 minutes in, finds Taylor. If we can get a really convincing win here, it will settle my nerves. Kevin Nolan tried to strike a top corner, doesn't quite get there. Free kick from Yaya Toure, 39 minutes in the box. Wan tries to head with Steidl. Van Persie off the post. Oh, I'd love to get a win just to make sure. I mean, a draw I think is enough, but I would like to get a win just so we don't go into the final day with a lot of pressure on our hands, just like we did against Villa last year. But coming up to half-time, it is still 1-0 Portsmouth, although West Brom still have not had a shot on target. Messi's on 74%, so not quite sure what's going on there. But I'm going to give an assertive, don't get complacent. We don't want to throw this game away. Yeah, Messi's on 79%. We're going to keep an eye on him. Yaya Toure's on 6.6. We'll bring on Pennison's got a knock. We'll bring on James Milner. Bring him on as a Mazzella. One change. We've got the win we need. We got 45 minutes to hang on to 3 points to secure Champions League football. I thought something was up with Messi, and he has pulled up injured. Potential thigh injury, but we do have Bozhinov and Dimitrov off the bench. I'll bring on Dimitrov because I want to save Bozhinov just in case we want to sub Yakubu off. So Messi does go off, but Dimitrov is coming on. 77 minutes, Modric with a corner, headed away. It's been all Porto. We've had 28 shots in this game. Dimitrov! That's a good save from the goalkeeper. It's been all us. West Brom had 2 shots all game, none on target. We've had 2 clear-cut chances, 3 half chances. It's been all Portsmouth. I just want to find a second goal just to secure the win. Steidl tries to cross it. Modric does. It's cleared away, though. Nolan, I think that's the end unless we're going to get a goal here. Again, a poor pass. I think that's going to be the end. It is the end. 10 minutes to go. Can we hang on for this win? As Matty Taylor with a free kick. It's a good save by Holt. 7 minutes to go. All Portsmouth. We've had 23 shots. They've had 2. We've got 10 minutes, well, about 7 minutes to hang on for a win. 90 minutes. We're in injury time. Portsmouth have dominated this game. 57% possession. 35 shots. 11 on target. West Brom, not a single shot. But we are in injury time. Long ball over the top. But the ball is given away. And like I say, I don't think this is an end of game highlight because we've got too much time to go. We've got a minute and a half. And Anderson on the ball. Dimitrov does dispossess. And Philippe Lahm tries to switch the play. Cleared away. It's a long highlight here. I don't think it's an end of game highlight. Dimitrov tries to beat his man, but Lahm picks it up. Kevin Nolan outside the area. James Milner with a shot. Over the bar. It might be an end of game highlight because we've only got a minute to go. 1 minute to go. Come on, boys. We can't throw this away. Surely not. Not at this point. Tom Huddlestone to Majani. They haven't had a shot on target. Don't do this to me. Don't do me dirty. We've got 15 seconds to go. Anderson plays it into Samuel. We just need to hang on. Crosses it in for Inshaw. You just knew. You just knew. It was just the way it was being built up. The fact the highlight was starting a minute and a half before the end. Oh, but I think a point is enough, though. I think a point is enough to get Champions League because Spurs can only get 76 points, but we've got the better goal difference. I mean, this has been a very poor game. We should have scored a lot more goals. They've had 1 half chance and scored 1 goal. We've had 2 clear-cut chances, 3 half chances. It's a very poor game, but I think it might just be enough to secure Champions League football. I am going to give aggressive. You are not good enough. I mean, we've picked up the point. I think it's enough. Spurs did beat Leeds. So the way things stand with a game to go, they're on 69 points. They win that game. they'll go on to 72. The max they can get is 75. We'll go through the news articles. Messi's out for 3 days. I mean, it was a poor game from us. Let's zoom in on that table so you can all look at it yourselves. And let's have a look at that. So, what's the maximum points they can get? 75 is the max that Spurs can get. We're on 75 points, but we have a much better goal difference. It's pretty much there. I'm pretty sure we've done it, because Spurs got to win their last 2 games of the season. And they'll match our points. So we're pretty much there. We've made hard work of it, but we're pretty much there. If we'd have beat West Brom, would have been above Arsenal in the league table. We could still finish 3rd in the league table. I think it's done. I mean, I'm 99% sure we've done it, but we'll hold off on the celebrations. We'll keep an eye on Spurs' next game, because by the time we play in the last game of the season, they should have caught up. So we'll come back for Spurs' game in hand. Oh, it's a pretty big one. They've got a game in hand as well. It's Spurs against Newcastle. Spurs have to win to keep it. Well, they've got to win, and they've got to win by about 10 goals. But I'm pretty sure they've got to win this game to keep it in the race. We'll find out what's the result. Newcastle win the game, and that should be enough. And there it is. Kevin Nolan's been paid a bonus for qualifying for the Champions League. And we look at that league table. Spurs cannot catch us. Newcastle cannot catch us. And Portsmouth have qualified for the Champions League next season. I'm glad we did it. We almost threw it away. And we did a good job against West Brom of trying to throw it away. But we have done it. So we will come back for the Birmingham game. Now that we know it's a dead rubber game, we will come back for it. And we'll see if we can try and rotate some players in. And we can just relax and talk about plans for next season. A very heavily rotated team for the last game of the season against Birmingham. And we're going to maybe say goodbye to a few of these players. So we'll go through the team. Bravo starts in goal. He's been a pretty decent backup when he's come in. Matty Taylor, Stefanovic, who... he's a Portsmouth regular, but we started the save with him in the team. 32 years old now. He was an original Portsmouth player. Could be his last game for the club, as he's not been in the team at all. We might look to move him on. Dawson and Kisnora at the back, so some of the backups getting a run out there. Gago on loan, considering I didn't really want him, and my director of football brought him in. He has been a decent rotation player in that midfield. Whether we look to bring him in again next season, who knows what's going to happen in our midfield. Andy Fay and James Milner in the midfield. Van Persie, I would say, is arguably our player of the season, so he's going to stay in the team. Yakubu, just for pure fitness reasons. And Dimitrov is going to start on the right, as he's been a victim of Messi coming in the team. And before he came in, Dimitrov had a very good season. So we are looking to bring him into the team today. So I'm not taking this game out that seriously. I think we're just playing for prize money at this point, because we can finish as high as 3rd, I believe. So we're going to give a calm. This is a great opportunity to show the pundits they've been right to back you up. We can technically finish in 3rd place, but we've got a better Arsenal's result. So if Arsenal win, then we're not going to get there. So it is Birmingham, Portsmouth. Not much on the line, but let's just bask in the glory of Portsmouth being a Champions League team. Coming up to half-time, still 0-0, nothing much going on. Van Persie has picked up a knock. Looks like pulled knee ligament, so we will bring him off at half-time. He has, I would say, been our best player this season. He's really turned up the form. Arsenal are 2-0 up in their game, so yeah. Against Aston Villa, of all teams. I mean, of course, Aston Villa are going to roll over for Arsenal, because that's what Aston Villa do. So we're going to challenge the team to prove a point. I can say I'm not happy with the performance. But we will bring off Van Persie. He has been arguably the player of the season. We'll bring Morten Gamps Persson on for him. Stefanovic, we'll bring him off for Stephen Taylor, another loanee, which he's filled the gap, but I'm not sure if we're going to bring him in. I think we'll have to try and bring in a real top quality centre-back in the summer. So double change, still 0-0. Nothing much going on in this game, to be honest. I think both teams know there's not much up for grabs. Free kick from Pedersen, 67 minutes in. It's a goal from the free kick. Morten Gamps Pedersen, only his 4th goal of the season, but he will get that in, and at least we can try and hopefully end the season on a high. Well, we are going to finish on a high. We've just qualified for the Champions League, but Pedersen with a lovely free kick, and he is going to get the opening goal. Portsmouth 1, Birmingham 0. Throw in from Pedersen, the goal scorer. That's going to get as far as Stephen Taylor, maybe his last game for the club. He is a decent centre-back, but as I mentioned, I think we're going to try and get a real high-quality centre-back in the summer. But Dimitrov finds Kisnorbo, crosses it for Yakubu. It's 2-0 to Portsmouth, and that should seal all 3 points. We are going to finish on 78 points for the season, 1 point behind Arsenal. And if Robert Earnshaw hadn't scored that goal against West Brom, we could have finished 3rd. We could have, but I'll take 4th. We nearly got it last season. We have made the jump up this season. We have secured Champions League football. We'll see the game out to the end. 86 minutes. Dawson, is there more goals in this game? Kisnorbo tries to cross, but Amdi Faye, Portsmouth OG, to Pedersen, back to Amdi Faye, Gago. I might bring Gago back on loan if we can get him. But Kisnorbo with a long shot, and Patrick Kisnorbo, the right back, scores his first goal of the season. I do want to keep Patrick Kisnorbo because he's a very good versatile player. He can play right back, left back, or centre back, and he's a pretty decent player as well. So I am looking to keep him as long as I can. But it's 3-0 to Portsmouth. Long shot. We've really turned up the heat in the second half. 88 minutes. And it was 0-0, I think, half time, but we've really turned up in the last sort of 15-20 minutes of this game. So we are going to watch this highlight. Hart, Kisnorbo with a tackle, and that's why we're going to hopefully keep him for next season. He's not a starter by all means, but he's a very good backup and can cover anywhere along the back. Yakubu chases it, he has a shot, and it is a save. I thought that was Buffon at first, but no, it's Boutron, not Buffon. But yeah, we're coming up to full time now. Boutron pumps it upfield. It's all over, and we can finally see those news articles to confirm that Portsmouth are now a Champions League team. Let's see those news articles fly in. Spurs lost against Charlton in the last day of the season, so they were nowhere near in the end. Van Persie out for 2 to 3 weeks, but that's fine. The season's over. There is the news article we've been waiting for. Portsmouth are qualified for the 2022 Champions League. There we go, guys. It maybe a year too late, but episode 30, landmark episode, Champions League football. Board set budget, 1.3 wage, £57 million to spend in the summer. I think a chunk of that's probably going to be on a centre-back. But we'll praise Kisnorbo. He scored 1 goal, set up the other. Petr Cech, happy to stay at Portsmouth now that we've qualified for the Champions League. We get some money in. There's been a payout. And let's bask in the glory of 4th place Portsmouth in the Champions League. We could have got 3rd, but if you'd have offered me 4th at the start of the season, I would have very happily taken it. So what we'll do, we'll get to the end of season awards and plans for the summer transfer window. Here we go, guys, end of season awards, and that is the overall best 11. Petr Cech in goal, Matty Taylor, Wan, Zivkovic and Varela, Morten Gamps Pedersen, Yaya Toure and Nolan, Van Persie, Yakubu and Messi. Our current front 3 are the best front 3 in the overall best 11. End of season awards, Van Persie did win Player of the Year. I thought he might. He did have a very good year. Matty Taylor comes second. Lahm came third. Lionel Messi with a goal of the season against Leicester. I think I know which one this was. I think this is the one where he turned and shot in the top corner. I think we got this one on camera as well. So Del Horno finds Nolan. Yes, we did get this on camera. Milner finds Messi, takes a turn, takes a shot. It's an absolute screamer. We got it on camera. And Messi got himself goal of the season. Modric, signing of the season, has been very solid in the midfield. And Yakubu at 24 wins Young Player of the Year. Team of the Year, Cech, Taylor, Wan, Styler, and Lahm. Pretty much first choice at the back. Milner, Kevin Nolan, and Modric. So no place for Yaya Toure in the midfield. Van Persie, Yakubu, and Messi, the front three in that team of the year. Season review. Portsmouth are expected to qualify for the UEFA Cup, but exceeded pre-season hopes by securing Champions League qualification. Fourth in the Premier League, lost to Udinese in the UEFA Cup, which is a bit disappointing, but it got us to focus back on the league. Lost to Newcastle in the FA Cup, which was, we weren't too fussed about that. And we lost in the Carabao Cup to Chelsea, which again, we weren't fussed about the Carabao Cup. Match of the season, 4-0 win over Charlton, and our moment to forget was a 2-0 defeat to Man United. So, usual things there, nothing to worry about. Dynamics are looking pretty good. Team meeting, it's got to be Champions League again, surely. So we're going to come back, we're going to qualify for Champions League again. That's the team we are now. We're going to bring in some good signings and make sure we keep ourselves in the Champions League. The board are happy. Stefanovic was the most injured, so that's to be expected there. End of season break, backroom staff there, everything's fine. We're going to upgrade the youth facilities, which is really good. We've successfully applied to raise our youth category, so that's going to be good. So we can keep up our youth prospects coming in. We did have a youth intake, but nothing special. I think our best one was 2-star potential, so no wonder kids this time round. I've got 2 players going up for the French Youth Invitational. So the only thing to do now is the end of season, what we're going to be planning. So we'll go through the team like we normally do. Goalkeeper, we're pretty much sorted. Czech's happy to stay. Bravo is a very good, well, I say very good. He's a decent backup. Not going to be on the market for a goalkeeper, but if we do get a really young goalkeeper on the cheap, he could be third choice, I guess. I mean, we do have Begovic, but I would like him to go out on loan to, get his potential up and things. Right back, Philippe Lahm is now a 4.5-star right back, so I'm so glad we got him in the team. Kisnobro's a pretty good backup. I would maybe like to get a dedicated backup right back, maybe, just so we don't have to rely on Kisnobro all the time. Centre-backs, Wan I think's pretty good, Style's pretty good. Taylor, we got on loan, he's probably going to be leaving. Stefanovic, 2.5-star, I think his time at the club may be coming to an end. Dawson's obviously 2.5-star, maybe he's not good enough for what we want. So maybe a 4-star centre-back would be a good addition to our team to, get that quality in the defence to try and get us, a next tier. Because after Champions League, next tier's Premier League. We've got to go for the title, ultimately. But I think we might need a quality centre-back to come in. Left-back, I'm pretty happy with what we got. Del Horno's our backup. Taylor's the main man. And Kisnobro can drop in when we need him. So I think left-back were pretty good. Midfield. So I think we've got 4 really good midfielders. We've got Modric, Nolan, Yaya Toure and Milner. Those are our 4 real good midfielders. Amdi Faye's 3-star and Morton Gaps Pedersen's 3-star. So I think I'm pretty okay in the midfield because we've got, Marek Hamšík out on loan, Moutinho's out on loan, we signed Nainggolan in the winter. So I think midfield, we're pretty good unless a 4.5-star current ability midfielder comes on the market. Wingers and strikers, right-hand side, we're pretty good. Messi's obviously first choice. Milner can play backup, as can Dimitrov. If we can hang on to Dimitrov, I think we're all right on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, I think we need a dedicated left-hand side backup because I know we got Van Persie and Morton Gamps Pedersen, but a backup left winger wouldn't be too bad. Just we don't have to rely on Morton Gamps Pedersen all the time, and he can slot in as a backup when needed. Strikers, I mean, Messi's apparently the best striker we've got, but Yakubu's solid, as is Bozhinov. But if we could maybe get a real good striker, because as good as Yakubu and Bozhinov are, if we can get a top draw striker, like a 4.5-star striker, I think that's, between that and a centre-back, I think that's going to make us from a Champions League qualifying team to a Premier League winning team. So as far as the team transfer business, as far as I know, it's going to be centre-back is first priority, striker second priority, right-back third. That's going to be our sort of main aims, I think, for the transfer window. But I will end the episode 30 on a high as we have qualified for the Champions League next season. Come back in the next episode to see who our summer transfers are going to be, the first games of the season, maybe even a Champions League group stage draw. Who knows? but all we do know is that Portsmouth are now a Champions League team. But leave a like if you enjoy, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload Project Pompey every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. The first 30 episode and we've built Portsmouth from a newly promoted team to a Champions League team. And now the quest is on for a Premier League title. And the ultimate aim of this series, the Champions League trophy. Thank you very much for watching.